Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how you can install any EPUB file on your iPhone or iPad without needing to sign it every 7 days or anything like that. I'll keep things simple and straightforward so you can start enjoying your new apps as quickly as possible, but first I will give you an overview of the process so you understand what we're going to do. So here's the plan. We're gonna get the app that we want as an EPUB file, which is just a fancy name for the file that holds the app. Think of it like downloading an APK file on Android, if you have ever done that. Once we have the EPUB file, we'll use an app called eSign to install it to your device. Now, Apple doesn't really like this, and so they have created a system in which the app needs to be signed in order to work, and those signatures expire every 7 days, which is a pain. But don't worry, I'm going to show you a clever workaround to block Apple from revoking this certificate so you can keep using your apps without any interruptions. Alright, that's enough explanation, so let's get started. In this tutorial, I'm going to be using my iPad. It's an iPad Air, and just to clarify this, you can use it on absolutely every single iOS version out there. In my case, I am using iOS 18 beta 3, I think it is, and yeah, it works perfectly, just like if you were in iOS 17 or absolutely any other version. So the first thing that we want to do is go to the link that I left down below on the description, and we want to scroll down until we see Next DNS in blue, and we want to click in here, click in Next DNS. Now here we want to click in mynextdns.io, and you want to create an account. In my case, I already have created my account. If you haven't, you have to create it. And then we want to go into deny list. Here we're gonna add all of these addresses, which is basically the addresses that Apple uses in order to check the certificates in your apps to see if they're valid or not. So I will leave these addresses down in the description below, or in the guide that I also left in the description. You can see they are all here. So after we have done that, we want to click in here, go into setup, and scroll down until we see setup guide. Here we want to install it on iOS, so we'll click iOS, and then we'll click in this link below here. So here we're gonna have to put a name to our profile, which we're gonna be installing into our device. In my case, I'm just gonna put iPad Air. So here you go, and now you wanna click in download. Now you have to click in allow on the pop-up that just showed up, and now you can close this, and we're gonna have to go into our settings and go into general. Scroll down until we see VPN and device management, and here we have the Next DNS profile that we just downloaded, but we have to trust it. So to do that, we're gonna click in here and click in install. We're gonna enter our passcode, and we are gonna click in install the profile. Now we're clicking done, and our profile is installed. Now if we go back and then go back into the VPN and device management, we're gonna see the DNS is set to Next DNS. Next, we're gonna go again to the guide. Now we're gonna scroll down until we see the link right here, and we're gonna tap on it as we did with the other one. And now that we're here, we want to scroll down into this eSign cert, and we wanna click on it, and it's going to download a zip file. And then we also want to scroll down into eSign free, and you can choose any of this. In my case, I'm gonna choose the HDFC Live because I used it many times and it works perfectly. Now we're gonna click in open and install. This is going to install these eSign app that I was talking about, that it's going to allow us to install the IPA files. Now we come to the home screen, and you can see it has been downloaded. Now, if we tap on it, we're gonna get an error because we have to trust the enterprise that made this application. So if we go back into settings, into VPN and device management, we have to click here to these certificate. We're gonna click on it, and we're gonna click in trust. In iOS 18, this is new, you have to restart your device in order to be able to install it. So we're gonna click allow and restart, and we're gonna wait until it restarts. Okay, so now again, if you're not in iOS 18, you are not gonna have to do this. But in iOS 18, we have to come here and click on install a profile and enter our passcode. After we've done that, it's gonna finish rebooting our device and we're gonna get our device with the app. Okay, and after our device has rebooted, we are going to be able to enter the eSign app. We're gonna accept this banner and click in agree. And now we have to set up this app. Basically, we're gonna click here in the three dots and click in import. And we're gonna select the file that we downloaded before, the zip file. We're gonna click on it and it's automatically gonna upload here. We're gonna tap on it and we're gonna click in unzip. Now we're gonna get into the folder and we're gonna choose a certificate. In this case, I'm gonna choose the same one as I used for the eSign app, the HDFC Life, because I know that it works. I'm gonna click on it and we're gonna click on import certificate management. Now that we have imported this, we can perfectly delete these two files. And we are ready to install any EPA file into our iPad. So I'm going to show you how you can install Procreate in here. So now that we have this application ready, we have two ways of installing apps. We can either download it from a repository that somebody has uploaded a lot of EPAs to and that you can download them, which is the easiest way. And then we can download ourselves the EPA file and then install it into our device manually. I am going to show you both ways, but first we're going to start with the manual way and we're going to install Procreate. So I'm going to leave the file to the Procreate app below. So the first thing that we want to do is click in the three dots again, click import, and this time we're going to click on the EPA file of Procreate. Import it. Now it has been imported successfully to our app library, which is right here. We're gonna click here into Procreate. In this case, the app is not coded well enough, so we have to put the Procreate name here, as well as the icon. So we want an icon, we have to click here, more settings. Now we have to click in the logo section and click in the Procreate icon. We want to scale it so it matches perfectly how the original logo was. Again, if you use another EPA file, it will probably be perfect. And now I have to click in signature. Now we're gonna use the signature that we downloaded before, and it's gonna pack the EPA file into something that you can install. Now we're gonna click install, and a pop-up is gonna appear, and we wanna click in install. Now we're gonna wait, and we can come to the home screen to see how the app is installing. It's just gonna install like a normal app. And now Procreate has been installed, we can come into it and it's gonna work just fine. You can see we have all the features, all the pencils, you can do whatever you want without paying a single penny, so that's great. And now I'm gonna show you the second method of installing it. For that, we're gonna have to go again to the eSign application and we're gonna go into App Store. Here we can add sources in which we have a ton of EPA files available for us that are gonna appear in a list here. So I recommend you going back to the guide, and now we're gonna scroll down until we see this thing. And once we have copied it, we want to go back to the eSign app, click into App Stores and click in Add. It's gonna prompt us with these pop-up and we wanna click in low paste, Add All. And it is automatically going to have all these ad sources. And I'm gonna show you what apps we can install through this way. Okay, we want to go back and refresh this feed so we can see the latest applications. And now, for example, I want to install YouTube. So we just have to search for YouTube and scroll down. And here we have, for example, YouTube Lite Plus, which is great. So we're gonna click in download. And now we're gonna go into the download section and we wanna wait until this EPA file completely downloads. Now we wanna click in these and click in import into the app library. And now that it has been imported successfully, we wanna click in apps and signed, and we wanna click in YouTube, signature. Signature again. Again, the same process is gonna be done here. It's gonna pack it into a file that the iPad can install. And now we wanna click install in the pop-up and wait until the iPad completely installs this thing. And now the application is installed. We can click on it and we will have YouTube. So we can click on absolutely any of these videos and it's just gonna work fine. So basically that's it for the tutorial. You can install any app, and I hope you enjoy all your apps, and I hope you're very productive with it. So if you liked it, please leave a like, and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.